Hi all. Today we'll be reading The Dominican Republic by Elaine Landois. The Dominican Republic is a country in the West Indies covering 18,816 square miles or 48,734 square kilometers. The country occupies more than half of the eastern area of the island of Hispaniola, and the western half is the country of Haiti. Hispaniola lies about 600 miles or 965 kilometers southeast of Miami, Florida. The Caribbean Sea lies on the south side of the island and the Atlantic Ocean to its north. A 75-mile or 120-kilometer wide channel known as the Mona Passage separates the Dominican Republic from Puerto Rico. The Dominican Republic is the second largest country in the West Indies after Cuba. Geographically, the Dominican Republic is a land of many faces. The Cordillera Central Mountains runs from the northwest to the southeast to the center of the island. It includes the Duarte Peak, the highest peak in the West Indies. Smaller mountain ranges rise along the country's northern coast and in the southwest. 4 major rivers, along with many smaller ones, flow down from the mountains to the ocean and sea. Lake Enriquelo in the west is the largest lake in the Caribbean. It is at about 125 square miles or 200 square kilometers. A small island in the center of the lake is home to the world's largest surviving population of American crocodiles. The endangered rhinoceros, iguana, and several types of endangered turtles are also found here. The Cabal Valley in the north is Dominican Republic's largest and most important valley. It includes the Vega Real, the Royal Plain, which is sometimes called the Garden of the Caribbean. Its rich soil makes this plain one of the country's most fertile spots. Various fruits, vegetables, and sugarcane are grown here. The Vega Real also has excellent grazing pastures. The Dominican Republic's capital, Santo Domingo, and its major ports are on the southern coast. Uncharted coral reefs and grasslands are found on the country's small offshore islands. Temperatures in the Dominican Republic range from 73 Fahrenheit, 23 Celsius, and in the winter 82 Fahrenheit or 28 Celsius in the summer. August is the hottest month on the island, and January is the coldest. In the mountains, however, the temperature can drop to as low as 30 degrees Fahrenheit or -1 degree Celsius. During the months of autumn and September, the island experiences destructive hurricanes. In 1998, Hurricane Georges struck the island, killing more than 200 people. Hispaniola was Spain's first colony in the New World. Christopher Columbus, who arrived there on December 6, 1492, was the first European known to set foot on the island. As the years passed, large numbers of Spanish colonists settled in Hispaniola. The Spaniards enslaved the American Indians already living there, and often they were starved and brutally beaten. Many died from the cruel treatment, and others died from diseases brought by the Spanish. Spaniards often came to the Dominican Republic in search of gold. Many left when they didn't strike it rich. With only a small number of settlers scattered across the coast, Spanish trading vessels rarely stopped there. As a result, the settlers were often attacked by pirates. In the 1600s, Spain ordered all colonists to stay close to Santo Domingo for protection. Soon, French settlers moved into the regions the Spanish colonists had abandoned and other parts of the island. In 1697, by the Treaty of Ryswick, Spain was forced to recognize France's claim to the western part of the island. In time, the island's boundaries changed again. The African slaves who had been brought to Haiti revolted and took over the entire island. France and Spain fought to regain their colonies, but they only managed to do so for short periods. In 1821, the Spanish colony declared its independence from Spain, but its freedom was short-lived. Weeks later, the Haitians again seized control of the entire island, calling it Estado Independiente Haiti Español, the independent state of Spanish Haiti. In 1844, while he was in exile, Juan Pablo Duarte led a successful revolt against the Haitians and established the Dominican Republic as an independent nation. But then, the Dominicans weren't given true freedom. Over the years, a series of dictators seized power and people had only brief periods of democratic rule. During a violent upheavals from 1916 to 1924 and from 1965 to 1966, United States troops were sent to the Dominican Republic to try and prevent bloodshed. To today, in the 1990s, the president of the Dominican Republic is Leon Fernandez Reina, who was elected to office in 1966. Dominican Republic's constitution provides for an election of a president and a congressional representatives. A judicial branch of the government handles the court and legal issues. The people of the Dominican Republic are a blend of those who lived there in the past. As a result, the Dominican Republic is a multicultural nation with a distinctly Spanish flavor. Spanish is the country's official language. More than half of the nation's 8 million people have mixed Spanish and African ancestry. Contact with Haiti has somewhat influenced Dominican culture, but the African influence in the Dominican culture comes from the thousands of slaves who were brought to the island by the Spanish. Some Dominicans are Caucasian, meaning white or European. There are a small group of European Jews and Asians, very few individuals descended from the natives who once lived in the Dominican Republic. They were almost wiped out by the Spanish colonists. Many of the people living in the rural areas of the Dominican Republic are farmers. Some own small farms where they grow enough food for their family and sell crops to buy necessary items. Haitians work on large sugar plantations for low wages. Often farm families in the Dominican Republic lived in small shacks with thatched roofs and dirt floors. The government is gradually replacing these with better homes and better buildings. Dominicans who live in cities are employed in factories, business, and government offices. In the 1970s and 80s, many Dominicans moved to Santo Domingo and other urban centers to look for work. City people often live in apartments. Children in the Dominican Republic must attend school from ages 7 to 14, but many don't go past elementary school. Public school is free, but in many areas there is not enough schools and teachers. Some cities do have private and religious schools. After graduation, some young people go to Dominican Republic's colleges to study medicine, marine biology, business, art, or music. Dominicans enjoy many outdoor activities. Baseball, or pelota, is the national sport, and the country has produced several of today's outstanding U.S. superstars such as Sammy Sosa, Pedro Martinez, and Manny Rivera. Basketball, tennis, and football are also very popular sports on the island. Most people in the Dominican Republic are Roman Catholic. Near the Haitian border, some religious groups practice voodoo religions based on African traditions. A native of San Pedro de Marcos, Sammy Sosa is one of the most famous Dominicans in the world. Sammy was already a star Chicago Cubs player before the 1998 season. But in that year, he captured the love of fans across America when he dueled the St. Louis Cardinals slugger Mark McGwire for baseball's home run record. They both wound up breaking the single-season record of 61 homers. Sammy hit 66 and McGwire hit 70. Today, Sammy keeps on slugging and bringing smiles to baseball fans everywhere. The Dominican Republic's economy depends on agriculture. Sugar is the most valuable export crop. Coffee, cocoa beans, and tobacco are also important. Many farmers grow rice, beans, tomatoes, and plantains. Mining is also very important in Dominican Republic. It is the second largest gold producer in the Western Hemisphere. The country has silver, nickel, tin, marble, and limestone as well. Much of the nation's industry, such as sugar refining and metal processing, is based on natural resources. Other manufactured items include processed foods, cement, textiles, and wood products. In recent years, the government has tried to promote tourism. It has encouraged foreign businesses to relocate to the Dominican Republic. When some people think of the Dominican Republic's art and culture, they think of music. Dominican folk music combines Latin and African rhythms. It is popular throughout the country. Dominicans also enjoy dancing. The national dance is the merengue. Several outstanding poets and novelists come from the Dominican Republic. They include Gaston Fernando de Lengue and Samuel Orena de Harenquies. Book clubs are common in many regions. Joaquin Balaguer and Juan Bosch Guavinino were not only Dominican presidents, but they were famous writers as well. In addition, Dominicans Dominican craftspeople are known for their fine wood carvings and silver and amber jewelry. The Dominican Republic has several important historical sites. Some historians believe that Christopher Columbus is buried in the Cathedral of Santa Maria in San Domingo. Santo Domingo is the oldest capital in North America. The Zona Colonial, the colonial zone in Santo Domingo, has been described as a living history lesson. Most of the buildings there look as they did 500 years ago. Today, these buildings serve as the country's museums and art galleries. The Dominican Republic has much for visitors to see and enjoy. Because of its rugged mountainous beauty and white sandy beaches, the country is steeped in history. At one time, the Dominican Republic was the gateway to the New World. Now its culture offers a rich mix of the past and present. Okay, thank you.